crushing more checks than hockey. What up, where you at? What up, where you at? The world is my ring, I'm the king of the snack. What up, where you at? What up, where you at? The world is my ring, I'm the king of the snack. Yo, I'm a dentist, no, I'm a chiropractor. Type to take your spine out with a spiral jackhammer. Analyze the parasite, war vessels popping, brain tissue targeted, Vader bomb bombing it.
It doesn't get any better than this. The Superstars of Raw coming to you live from Reading, Pennsylvania. Good old JR Jim Ross here with my broadcast partner, Jerry the King Lawler.
Look at these fans, JR. Have you ever seen a crowd explode the way this one has?
Reading has come alive for the Superstars of Raw, no doubt about it. And I know the Raw Superstars won't disappoint them either.
So much for calling this one right down the middle. Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except looks like a tag to me? I don't think there's going to be any...
He's got that submission hold locked in.
He sure does, JR. He might make his opponent tap out right here.
Booker T is such a phenomenal athlete, and he's overcome so much to get excellent counter. What ring presence.
These superstars are putting everything on the line here in this match.
They sure are, and they're doing it all for the WWE fans. Without them, there'd be no WWE. You're supposed to be the referee, for God's sakes. This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary?
This referee's playing by his own rules. Oh boy, this is not going to be an easy hole to escape from.
It sure isn't, JR. I've been on the wrong end of that one many times. And this referee isn't afraid to get physical with the superstars. I wonder how long... He's got his opponent locked into submission, JR. This could be it.
It could indeed. He might force his opponent to tap out right here.
Superstars are at the top of their game, JR. They make it look so easy.
They sure do. You almost forget about the years. The only thing special about this referee is his total lack of respect for the rules.
Oh boy, these fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope.
What are they going to do next?
I couldn't... The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
That's right, JR. You've either got to break the hold or get broken by it. You know, JR, when I saw this match on paper, I wasn't too sure. I don't think the referee is supposed to be doing that. I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. superstars tap out to this very hold.
He saw that one coming. Looks like the referee's really got it in for him.
He countered that and made it look easy. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision.
So much for looking your opponent in the eye and fighting like a man. Looks like he's trying for a pin here. He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first. Oh, for the love of... That's not the way a referee should behave. Boy, this John Cena sure is one of the most exciting...
Uh-oh. Talk about a hole you don't want to find yourself in.
No kidding. This will rearrange your anatomy.
Seems like our special referee is showing a little bias here, JR. I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like to hear.
He reversed it.
That's not exactly conduct becoming of a WWE referee. That went nowhere.
That doesn't seem exactly fair. But who's going to disqualify the referee? It's like he read his opponent's mind. I tell you, JR, this one has the potential to be a match of the year candidate.
No doubt about it, King. As far...
Looks like the rules are going straight out the window, JR.
What a reversal. I think we need a referee for our referee.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King. And even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you.
I guess that's what makes him a special referee, JR. It looks like these superstars are looking for an opening.
And the first one to find one will take control of this match. He's a slippery devil.
I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been so much for having an impartial referee. And it's been reversed.
You know, JR, I don't think this referee is completely impartial. He countered that one perfectly.
It's unusual to see a referee get so involved in a match, to say the least.
Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all. Why even have a referee if that's the way it's going to be?
You think these fans have gotten their money's worth tonight, JR?
If they haven't yet, I'm sure they're going to, but
Looks like the referee's taking matters into his own hands, JR.
he's not going to get caught with that one. That's no way for a referee to behave. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing.
Looks like he's tagging in his partner. these superstars, JR. They absolutely refuse to be intimidated by each other.
There's a determined look in the eyes of these competitors. No one's giving an inch.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
Oh, man. I've been in this hole before, JR. This brings back some bad memories.
I can understand why, King. I can't even imagine the pain being inflicted here. The targeted attacks we've been seeing have taken their toll.
He's about one submission hold away from tapping out.
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring. He can hit his finisher right now.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't think I've ever felt more anticipation during a match than I am right now, JR.
I know what you mean, King. It's hard to find words to describe the electricity in the air here tonight.
All's fair in love and war, JR. And I love it when this guy goes to war.
Whoever said that cheaters never prosper certainly never saw this man in action.
Chris Benoit thinks he's the toughest superstar in the WWE. This is the perfect chance for a finisher.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here. The quickest way to lose a match is to underestimate your opponent.
I don't think he's underestimating anyone, King. I think he's making it clear that he refuses to be intimidated. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No! It can't be! Not the FU! His opponent telegraphed that one.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
You sure don't, King. We've seen many a superstar tap out to this one.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
I think this...
Uh-oh, I think he's looking to finish off his opponent.
He sure is, King, and that scissors kick just might do it.
You better tell the cameraman not to go for any close-ups on Chris Benoit. He's going for the pin!
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
I'll never understand what these fans see in Booker T, JR.
The tag is made.
I am so glad Chris Benoit isn't the world. I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes at the price of admission.
I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. Watch out! He reversed it!
I'm sure these competitors have studied each other very carefully.
This match would be over by now if they hadn't, JR. He could pin him right here, JR. can't even imagine what these superstars will put each other through.
I don't think you'll have to use much imagination, King. I think they intend to show you right here tonight. The spirit may be willing, but the flesh is weak. I don't think any human being could keep this up for long in that condition.
There's the reversal. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place. Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. What a counter! I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win. And 9 times out of 10, it's not the superstar you pick.
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the... Oh my, he's bleeding! That's an unfortunate side effect of this very physical competition.
An unfortunate side effect? JR, this is what it's all about. Beating your opponent to a pulp.
I'd like to think there's a little bit more to it than that, King. These are professional athletes, not street thugs.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. You're not going to get him with that one. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? I can't believe he countered that one. So who do you think's going to win this match, JR?
I'm not even going to hazard a guess, King. These superstars are so unpredictable that that would be just about the most foolish thing I could possibly do.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself if it's all the same to you, King.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
Did they get the tag? Yes! He's going up, JR. This could be big. Look at this, JR. Can you imagine Smackdown putting on...
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We could see a tap out right here, JR. Oh, boy. You might want to close your eyes, JR. This one could get ugly.
You're damn right it could. It could get bowling shoe ugly. And that's what this business is all about.
1,
It's not ballet,
2,
you know.
3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
Yes! That was an incredible move! What strategy!
Strategy, my Oklahoma ass. That's cheating, plain and center. Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. See, JR, this is exactly why Raw is the #1 brand in all of sports entertainment.
A textbook reversal there.
Let me tell you, JR, you won't see action like this anywhere except on Raw.
That's for sure, King. There's not another brand of sports entertainment out there that can compare with Raw.
Now, if only we could get that through Michael Cole and Taz's heads, then they'd stop running the... He's really cranking up the pressure on that hole, JR.
He sure is. There's no doubt he's looking for the submission right here.
I can't believe anyone would fall for that. It's the oldest trick in the book. We could have a pinfall here,
1,
JR.
2, 3.
Wow, what a match, JR. Well...